What's up, my comic comrades? Now, it's no secret that writer Donny Cates is one of the hottest writers in comics right now, giving us great titles and runs on Venom, Absolute Carnage, Silver Surfer Black, and most currently, Thor, just to name a few of my personal favorites. And speaking of favorites, his Thanos title is easily in my top 3. It introduced us to Cosmic Ghost Rider, as well as giving us a fantastic futuristic look at Thanos, where he became King Thanos and literally eradicated all life in the universe to please Lady Death. Something I talk about in our Origin of Ghost Rider episode that you can check out right here. Donny Cates' Thanos title also introduced to us Worthy Silver Surfer, which I teased and said we would eventually do an episode on in the future. Well, guess what? The future is now. And I couldn't be more excited because it's an incredibly badass part of the series. It all gets put into motion with issue 15 of Thanos, part 1 of the Thanos Wins story arc. And then all comes to a head in issue 16. Now, I already talked about issues 13 through 16 of this series in our Origin of Cosmic Ghost Rider episode, and stopped at the arrival of Silver Surfer, so let's pick up from there. But before I get to that, let me give you a brief summary of what got us to this point. Basically, what's going on is King Thanos had Cosmic Ghost Rider go back in time to bring his younger version to the future to help him kill the Fallen One to win the love of Lady Death. And where I left off in our Cosmic Ghost Rider episode, it's pretty much the climax of that point, where both present and future Thanos are about to battle the Fallen One. The two start talking in a cathedral of sorts when boom, all of a sudden the windows are blown open and young Thanos says, "What is this?" King Thanos replies, "I told you, boy, I did not bring you to the end of the world for conversation. It is time. The Fallen One is here," as he starts making his way outside to face him. Young Thanos then says, "Look at you trembling at some lost herald. What have I become?" How far has Thanos fallen to need armor and a blade to face such a pathetic fool as the Fallen One? And King Thanos replies, "Oh yes, I suppose you wouldn't know, would you? Boy, you have never faced this foe. Not like this. The Fallen One is not a being, not a man. It's a title." And the last page of the issue shows that the Fallen One is not just any herald of Galactus, but his first herald, the Silver Surfer. And this is where the fun begins. Again, if this still isn't making sense to you and you feel lost, check out our Origin of Cosmic Ghost Rider episode as we give you all the backstory leading up to this point. Anyway, we learn that Silver Surfer returning is a big freaking deal, because years ago, when Galactus was first attacked by Thanos, he was only able to escape because of the help of his now believed to be dead fallen herald, the Silver Surfer. In fact, during that event, King Thanos gave Surfer the nickname the Fallen One. Now, ultimately, Thanos would kill Galactus in round 2 of their battle by decapitating him, after which he convinced Galactus' newest herald, Cosmic Ghost Rider, to work for him. In any case, after the return of the Fallen One, who is Silver Surfer, Surfer almost immediately starts attacking both versions of Thanos and Cosmic Ghost Rider with the help of the Annihilus Horde. To which King Thanos says, "The Annihilus Horde? Really, Norrin? Is this all that you have brought me after all this time?" And he's saying this because remember, the Silver Surfer has been gone for years and years at this point, plotting his revenge on Thanos for, eradicating the entire universe, basically. Anyway, both versions of Thanos start becoming overwhelmed. So King Thanos tells Rider to stop playing with his guns and use something hellish. So he uses his Hellfire to disintegrate the Horde. Young Thanos then says, "Silence. This is not right. Can it have been this easy?" And out of the flames comes Surfer saying, "No. I do not care how many of you there are. This ends today, Thanos. It's long past time you answered for the lives you have stolen." So King Thanos replies, "Ha, if you could kill me, you would have done it by now. Tell me, Norrin, if you came all this way just to die, why did you wait so damn long?" And Surfer replies, "I was not waiting. I was working." And King Thanos says, "Ha, is that so? On what?" And the last page of the issue shows Surfer replying saying, "On becoming worthy," while holding freaking Mjolnir. Dude, that little back and forth between Thanos and Surfer alone is so cool. I reread it like 3 different times the first time I read this issue. The beginning of Thanos issue 17 then gives us a full page of Surfer becoming worthy and lifting Mjolnir, with captions saying, "The tale of a man once known as Norrin Radd is perhaps the greatest story ever told. It begins as a tale of honor and love, the doomed planet, a ravenous god, a noble sacrifice. But you have never heard the story of the Surfer's fall from the heavens, his battle with the gods. You have never heard the tale of his redemption inside the shattered gates of Asgard. and you never will. Because once his war with the two twin titans is over, there will be no one left to tell it. We then see the Surfer hovering over the two titans, hammer in hand, with King Thanos saying, "I'm gonna kill you with that hammer, Norrin." And Surfer replies, "I see time has not quelled that delusional ego of yours. You will never be worthy of this hammer, not if you lived 1,000,000 years more. But worry not, Titan, if you wish to be with Mjolnir, I will leave it to mark your grave." And he's saying all this in panels that go along with the dialogue perfectly. And with that, the battle ensues with Silver Surfer wrecking shop on both Thanoses. It's literally one of the coolest things I've ever seen Silver Surfer do, wielding Mjolnir, especially since he's super pissed off and aggressive. It gets so bad, Ryder has to be like, "Hey Chrome Dome, I think you forgot something. You ain't the only herald in the house," as he starts blasting Surfer with cosmic fire. And Surfer just replies, "I didn't forget," and swings his hammer, obliterating the Rider's skull. Young Thanos finally climbs out of the rubble and says, "You haven't won anything, Surfer. You've just unleashed something you cannot hope to contain." And we see it's the freaking Hulk, who is saying "Hulk kill," and throws Surfer through a window. But moments later, Surfer just grabs the Hulk by the neck saying, "Enough. You caught me by surprise the first time, old friend, but please calm down. You'll only hurt yourself." So the Hulk transforms back into Bruce Banner, and young Thanos comes out again, saying this will all be over soon. Let's hurry this up, shall we? I grow tired of this dancing, and Surfer says, "I am not hiding, Thanos. Come then. Let us." And young Thanos interrupts once again saying, "Surfer, no one was talking to you." And out of nowhere, King Thanos stabs Banner and Surfer through the back simultaneously with his sword. But he doesn't stop there. Thanos then pulls it out and continues to slash Silver Surfer, then even throws his sword to young Thanos, at which point young Thanos chops off Surfer's arm while he's holding Mjolnir. A now beaten and bloody Surfer is on his hand and knees on the ground, at which point King Thanos comes up to him from behind, grabs his head and says, "What did I tell you about the hammer?" and then slams his head through the handle, killing him, keeping his promise from earlier in the book that he's gonna kill Surfer with the hammer. Freaking insane. Donny Cates is a genius. And that, my friends, is worthy Silver Surfer's rise and fall. It's really short-lived, but such a badass story. The dialogue and back and forth between Surfer and Thanos is just so well done. I could not say enough good things about this story and series in general. I say it all the time about stories we talk about on the show, but even though I gave you a summary and breakdown of this, you definitely want to read the story for yourself to get all the dialogue and little nuances of the actual book. Trust me, you will not regret it. In any case, what do you think of Silver Surfer wielding Mjolnir and using it to battle Thanos? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And what do you think of Donny Cates as a writer? Have you been enjoying all of his titles? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. But just like that, that's going to bring another episode of Variant to a close. But if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to check out our Origin of Cosmic Ghost Rider episode right here. It goes along with this episode perfectly. But if you like the channel, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. All that good stuff helps us out. And I'll see you guys next time when we talk about all things comics.